Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another edition of Elevation with Mel. I call it MELEVATION, elevating our lives to the next level. Right now, I am currently in my trailer on the set of Chicago PD. I was fortunate enough to book a speaking role. I was in there with Agent Dawson and Olinsky. I can't tell you what happened, but if you watch episode 15 in season 3, you'll see me on there. What I want to talk to you today about is an old saying that people used to say all the time. Well, people still say it. They say seeing is believing, and it is my belief personally that believing is seeing. In other words, you have to see it before the masses do. You have to believe it that it's going to happen before it happens for you. And to tell you a quick story, and I think it's only apropos while I'm in here, about maybe 6 to 8 months ago, I created a vision board. And vision boards, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, is when you get a poster board and you cut out pictures from magazines and you write down sayings and goals and stuff like that and you put it on the board. And it's called the vision board because you create a physical picture of what it is that you want in your life, what you want to attract to you. And why it's so important is because your mind thinks in pictographs. In other words, we see things through images. And so through creating that imagery, a lot of times we're pulling from the universe what we want in our lives. And about 6 to 8 months ago, I wrote on my vision board Chicago PD. I also wrote some stuff about acting and landing a big SAG film and, you know, being a best-selling author and all this other stuff. But Chicago PD was on there, and I landed a role, a good role too, man. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you know, what would have happened had I put reoccurring role on Chicago PD, right? So you want to be specific when you're talking about your goals, but I put Chicago PD on there and it's on there. Well, I got another story to tell about vision boards. One of my agents, I'm with Gil Hayes Talent out of Chicago, and one of my agents, Michelle Hayes, she was talking to me about how she went to her mom's house and found one of her old vision boards. And right now, she's currently driving a newer model of the car that she had on her vision board. She had her husband on her vision board and some other stuff that came into fruition in her life. So again, putting it out there, seeing it before it happens and pulling it into your life is really, really important for you to do. And it helps you to create that reality before it happens. Everything has a dual creation. First, it is created in your mind, and then the physical manifestation of that thing creates itself. Your mind doesn't know the difference between fantasy and reality, so when you put that stuff in the atmosphere, when you get it out of your mind and put it in your atmosphere, it draws it to you. Well, what do I mean by that? I'll leave you with this. Have you ever had a dream that somebody was chasing you, and then you woke up and maybe you were sweating or breathing heavily, your heart rate had increased, and even though you weren't physically running, your body produced a chemical reaction based off of what you were thinking about, even though it was in a dream state? So your mind doesn't know the difference between fantasy and reality. What you think about, you bring about. What you ask for, you get. If you act the way you want to be, soon you will be the way that you act. So I invite you to go ahead and start mapping out those things that you want in your life. Write them down. Make a vision board. Create vivid imagery of what you want in your life, the houses, the cars, the whatever, what you want your family to be like. And if you can't find a picture or representation of it, put it in words. Draw little characters, but your mind will begin to embrace those things that you want in your life. So again, this is Mel Roberson, and my intent is to help you go be amazing. So you go be amazing.